I'm Marjorie Aelion. I have the pleasure and privilege to be the Dean of the School of Public Health and Health Sciences. And this is the 5th year, I believe, for this event, which is pretty amazing. I've been here about 7 years, and I've seen a lot of wonderful changes in the university and the school. And today, we're here to celebrate things that are happening in the School of Public Health and Health Sciences, so thank you for being here to celebrate with us. I wanted to recognize some special guests here today, and some have left, but we'll be back, but I'm going to mention them now in any case. We have some retired faculty who are here, and I would like to recognize them. Now, I will repeat myself. It's not because my memory is going, but some, as I said, George Cernata has left, and in part, he's left to pick up Dr. William Darity, who has really loyally attended this event for the last several years. He is, I believe, 93 at this point and had a few health-related issues and didn't think he could make it. So, as I said, I'll be repeating myself only because I hope that he will be here in the next 10 or 15 minutes. And we have a special guest who will be receiving an award, and I know there's an excellent connection there. But I also would like to recognize some of our advisory board members who are here. Solo, Dennis, I would ask you to stand. Thank you, Solo. And he's been terrific, works in Northampton and with the Department of Public Health and has been instrumental in making connections there with us. Bob Littleton up in the front, who's on the UMass Foundation Board, as well as our own, who's been terrific, communication disorders alum. Ken Munt, everybody knows, who has not only you have an alum, professor, multiple titles, advisory board. We have Chuck Posner, who's on our board, who's in Boston, a doctor in Boston. Often people like Jesse Ortiz comes, retired faculty. We love to see. Some people aren't here this year, but who have been really instrumental in coming back and quite loyal to the school. So, all right, did I miss anybody? As I said, George isn't here. We hope that Bill, as a founding dean, he really deserves multiple introductions, but we'll hope that he'll be here. It's a little tough with the parade, the streets, etc. So what can I say? We had a wonderful chancellor's breakfast this morning. Some of us went to that breakfast and had a beautiful presentation by a recent graduate and some of the things that are happening with the permaculture garden. It just shows what UMass students can do as a group. And those things that were spoken about were things that the students initiated, not faculty, not staff, and not administrators. And it just highlights what this university has and what it does. For us in the School of Public Health and Health Sciences, we have the same tremendous students. We are at almost 2,000 undergraduates. About 10 years ago, we were at 500. It is remarkable, and how you handle that growth is something that's always a challenge, but I think we slowly chipped away at it, trying to give people the really best education we can. On the faculty side, about 35 new tenure-track faculty members since I came in 2009. And that's just been such a rebuilding of the school. Some were replacement, not all were new, but just wonderful. And many of you are here today. I really want to thank you for being part of the community, building the school, the faculty, and as a result, the research. So last year we were at about $10 million in awards from research granting agencies. And this year, 2015, we went up to $17 million. And that is just huge, huge. So, and it's really because of the efforts of the people here. And even the better part of that is it's not one big grant, so you have these blips. It really represents the first year of when we do that calculation. It's money that actually comes in, not money you're promised by the federal government. Often that might change in the future, but that represents the first year of many grants that are 4 and 5 years. So that's really a great foundation. So what can I say? Wonderful students, wonderful faculty, and it really helps us with my goal, new building. We have to keep saying that, new building, because that is the only way it's going to happen. So the more wonderful things we can do, the more we can get out there, the more things like that become a reality. And the more you all can help me and us, faculty, students, work toward that also, the better. So today is really about our students and our faculty, and What I like to do is highlight the students. We did this last year so that you can see a little bit about themselves, what they're like these days, all the great things they do, and we try to mix it up. That means we have undergraduates, graduate students, because we have about 550 graduate students now with our online program that's thriving as well. And all the pieces of that educational umbrella are really important. And I will say, this year we were officially reaccredited by CEF, the Council on Education for Public Health, and it reaccredits everything under your umbrella, every undergrad degree, every grad degree, and we did extremely well. We had one area we were out of compliance in, and that was our facilities. So what can I say? If I had control, I would say done, but I'm working very hard to have something accomplished for my interim report, which is due in May. So I'm working with the provost and chancellor to try to make some, at least have better facilities for our students, particularly in Arnold House where a lot of them reside. So in any case, at each homecoming event, as I mentioned, really the students are what we love to showcase. And I am going to ask Dan Gerber if he would come up to the podium. Dan is a very loyal and hardworking Associate Dean for Academic Affairs. And he's going to make a few remarks and some introductions.